Shut up.
Look at my
You shut up.
Star Trek
You shut
toys.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keith.
That's the best cold open
look
we've
at
done.
Star Trek Toys. It's like, shut up, Star Trek. We'll hit the intro. Shut up, and I wouldn't do it.
You shut up. You know what sometimes I look at us, Keith, and I think to myself, these are 40-year-old men, more than 40, like fast approaching mid-40s.
Pushing mid-40s, yes. It's very, very sad.
My room is just boxes of toys right now.
I mean, we just become like a nest of toys at this point, 100%. But look, we are mid-40s going on 12, and always will be.
Mm-hmm.
So today we are continuing our look at Playmates 2009 Star Trek action figures based on the J.J. Abrams verse Star Trek 1. Now, of course, they only made figures based on the first Star Trek movie, or at least Playmates did. So these are what they are. And it came in 3 different scales, 12-inch, 6-inch, and 3.75. So today, we're going to look at another one of the 3.75-inch scale figures, complete with a piece of the bridge you'll never be able to complete. Today, we are going to be looking at Cadet Chekov. Rest in peace, Anton Yelchin. So here we are with the another box. We have some new interesting doodads, which did I lose doodads last time on Kirk? Maybe I did. Well, whatever it is, we'll find it. So a couple of different things from the Kirk figure that we looked at last week. First off, he's in his cadet uniform, not the standard duty uniform. He's got himself a pad of some sort, which we will look at more in detail. And he's got an action belt. So that's fun, as well as a different type of a stand. So interesting to get
what toy
into
store
this.
is he from?
It is a toy store that I can't tell. It's taken off, but I do know this cost $5 back in the day, which is pretty reasonable. I don't know if that's a markdown from what it was originally going for or not. But $5. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Here from Playmates. So let's we did a lot of talk about these figures in our last episode about the Kirk figure. So if you want to know all about the details of that and our mystery bridge, which we'll never be able to complete, you can just go back one episode and you'll be able to see all of that. But today we're just going to the meaty center and going to open up this box.
For all the crap we gave the first figure, I will say I sort of really love the boxes. Not just their sort of asymmetrical design, but also the different kind of depth they have. If you go from the profile there, you can see there's even depth in the packaging that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of a continuation, of where Playmates was going with the Warp Factor boxes, which took it out of the traditional rectangular box. So it is sort of, let me just use a dull razor blade cutting towards me. I believe that's what they told you to do in woodshop. Do you have woodshop in middle school?
Mm-hmm.
Metal
shop and electric shop.
Yeah, we did. we soldered little metal sugar scoops. Did you ever do that?
We did that. A lot of punching, a lot of tin punching.
Yep. The 80s. It's probably the 80s.
Mike, the coolest thing I remember at woodshop is they had that cool like HVAC system at the end of the class period where you'd brush all of the dust and the sawdust into the suckers. Yeah.
I don't think they do any of that anymore.
No, they have full tech schools where they teach you how to code and be a nurse, and you basically go to college in middle and high school now.
Yeah, well, exactly. But they probably don't let you use a bandsaw like they did with us. But it's because we were much cooler with like horrible injury in the 90s. All right, so is this going to take me another 45 minutes to rescue poor Cadet Chekov? Now, one of the things that was ideal for Playmates in the movies was in this first movie, we see a lot of people in 2 different uniforms as cadets and then in their standard duty uniforms. Now, Most of Series 2, which is where we were going to finish off the bridge, they were in the actual duty uniforms, which are kind of the ones that I want anyway. But they never released them, so a lot of these we only got in cadet form, which is, annoying. But because they're not the uniforms that I want from our folks here. But
you heard it here first, folks. Keith wants more duty.
Yes, I do. I do indeed. And fewer seatbelts, please. Like, I don't know what they were trying to protect this from, but
opening the seal of an Apple product and peeling that plastic off is ASMR, the opposite of that is watching like grown guys try to get the seatbelts off of an old figure.
Oh my god. Because it's so small and it's like it cuts your hand. It's just a big old mess. All right. And of course they literally wrap the seatbelt into the figure.
Yeah,
here.
and the figures I feel like are already sort of vacuum sealed into the plastic.
Like
right? The seatbelt is a choking hazard. That's it.
These will like survive nuclear war. Like they legitimately will. So, all right. So let's just go straight to the figure here with our Chekov. Again, that doesn't look like Anton Yeltsin to me one bit.
Grab the other one, because I think it's the same face. I think it's the same face and like a different hair.
I don't think so. I think they're both so generic you wouldn't be able to tell. That's I think I don't think it's the same sculpt.
Might as well be.
It might as well be. Yeah, they're. I mean, again, let's be fair to the scale.
Mm-hmm.
Right. These are very, very small figures. These are 3.75. So, which when you're dealing with sculpting, it's only an inch shorter, but in scale, that makes a big old difference. So I get that. They did at least remember to paint the delta on this figure.
Yeah, and his hair is unique enough that it does. You have a shot at identifying who this is.
It actually does have. I mean, the hair has got good texture.
Mm-hmm.
At least there. You know, the uniform itself is super plain, but again, it's the cadet uniform, so it's sort of by definition not particularly interesting. It's not particularly designed. It's just a maroon outfit there. He's got his phaser there, and he's got his phaser seat belt, which I'm not going to take off this time. The articulation and the rest of it is, I mean, kind of exactly the same as the Kirk figure. I wonder if on these cadet ones they use the same body. So as we continue the line, I'll double check and see if they're the same body. They have a little bit of hip swivel here, and they have the knee and foot articulation. Well, no, this one does not. Does Kirk have different foot articulations? I think he does. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So Kirk actually has a joint at his foot and an ankle articulation, whereas Chekov here does not. That is all one piece.
Interesting.
That is interesting to start changing or to changing.
That doesn't twist
nicely.
At the knee then?
It does not. It does. The knee is the ball joint. That's great, but it's the foot and ankle that doesn't turn, which is different from the Kirk figure. Very interesting. They started cutting corners that quickly. So we have another chair. So now we have multiple chairs for our unfinishable bridge.
Dazbot's on it.
Dazbot is definitely on it. All right. So now I understand what's happening here with the Delta and the stand here. It's designed to be a clip, so you can clip it to your shirt. So okay, that's cool. I mean, that's a nice little wrinkle if you're a kid and you want to add the little, put the Delta on. All right, that's cool. All right, I'll give you that. That's interesting. I
think the iPad looks cool too in there. The little iPad.
Yeah, we'll get there. I just threw the stand, and you can see that this one is gold as opposed to silver, like the Kirk one was. So and it does not have the Federation logo or the command logo on there. It's just a generic gold. So let's put you up on your stand, and then let's go check out the iPad. And he's also got a utility belt. He's got like a Batman belt, which is
Up.
that's all right. He's fine. He's got so many seat belts, he'll survive forever.
It's a flesh wound.
So tiny little choking hazard here, and you can see it's got a
Decal?
it's got a sticker. Yeah, it's a sticker on the back of his little notepad there, and that line across it is not a wrinkle. That is actually part of the sticker itself, which is interesting. I mean, it's very. Are you going to focus that close? Yeah, there we go. So we can see looks a little bit of a circuit going on there. Unclear. There's a tiny little sculpt there on the edge of the iPad there, which is interesting.
That's cool.
So got a little bit going. Got a little pop of color, which I appreciate. And he's got his utility belt, which Kirk didn't get a utility belt. And the question is, can you get this around? And you can. Okay, all right. He's got his little utility belt there. He can put his phaser in it. And I believe he's got a tiny little communicator in there. Does it come out? So you see the tiniest little communicator. Does it come out? And if I did take it out, will I ever find it again?
Bye, CEO Jen.
Bye, CEO. All right, I don't think it comes out, but I'm kind of glad that it doesn't, because that would be gone T-minus immediately.
Oh, yeah. The ships I opened earlier today, I think the cats have 3 of them.
It's like a Cat 359 over there. All right, and we get another piece of the consoles for the bridge. That's last one was B13. This is B9, so these are not going to be contiguous. But because you only get what you get, because they didn't release the last 12 pieces of it.
Wow, they seatbelt in the furniture too?
Oh, everything is seat belted within an inch of its life. Which also, I think about like having to seat belt it. I would assume that have to be done by hand, right? Because did they have complex enough machinery to do that? I mean, I talk about it like as the 90s. This was 2009, so it was more contemporary to that. But like,
I don't know that the tooling does that. I think that might be the one part is done by hand, but that's so much.
That's so much. And like, for what? I mean, like you said last, the iPhone doesn't get this much protection.
No, they stick it in a box and
like $1,000 iPhone. All right, so it does come together if you combine it with the other one. So now we've got.
Do they clip, or they don't even clip together? It's just like
no, they don't
them
clip
next to each other.
I believe they're supposed to click into the playset base.
Did they sell the base?
They did. They sold the base separately, but the base was not complete until you had all the pieces from the figures, only half of which they released. But we can put them in together here, and yeah, I mean, I like.
That part's
when
cool.
It's not by itself, like it actually does start to become a little bit cooler, a little bit more fun. So let's actually take our chair here and let's give him a spin on the toy cam and let him go here. So back up just a hair. Yeah, see, all right. So that's interesting. Got to get out of the shot.
The best part is you having to duck under the table.
I know, it is ridiculous. So, I mean, when they're there to get, look, it's like Gulliver. When they're all, and of course, like, you know, if it's keyed out, so you could literally put me anywhere. But yeah, I mean, more together, it's not so bad. I think Kirk was particularly disappointing by himself, but once yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't hate that.
That's pretty cool.
It's much better. That is a distinct improvement on the first one, to put it in context. So there we go. Look, there's Chekov in the 3.75 inch scale. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, these choking hazards are gonna, or the seatbelts are gonna kill me. But we have now seen the 3.75 inch Chekov. Maybe if you play your cards right, next week we'll look at the 6-inch Chekov. And
When do we get into Spock? Because I feel like of the reboot, but I liked Quinto's Spock the best, maybe.
yeah, well,
'Cause he
I
was
don't
a
have any
dick.
of those yet. I don't have those yet.
Oh.
So, but I have many others. The Spock one was didn't come in the bag of figures nobody wanted. So
Well, there you have it.
I got them priced at. We're gonna throw these out. Do you want them? So
That's Keith's favorite price.
that is the best price out there. All right. Well, if you would like to help subsidize other figures people want to throw away, you can help us at patreon.com/K&M. And Mike, I do believe they get some bonus nonsense. Yes?
Oh, Keith, we watch TV together over on the channel. Deep Space Nine, in fact. And then we watch the movies together as a team.
That's right.
You get to listen to Keith and I listen to music sometimes. All kinds of random stuff happening.
We do AMAs, and we're
Yeah.
just sort of there, just chatting with you.
Yeah, check it out. Be part of the team. And really, you're just helping us produce content because it's tough.
Yeah, content. You got to keep churning. You got to keep putting out
Gotta churn. That's patreon.com/KNM.
Wow, there it is. I mean, how could you not want to be a part of that?
I ate a cookie. Hopefully by the next one I'll be back.
Shut up, Mike. Shut up. All right. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back here next week. Till then, this has been Look at My Star Trek Toy.